Hello, my name is Sally Pinto, and I'm the Program Director for the Yonkers Newark Neighborhood Naturally Occurring Retirement Community. We serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We are under the auspices of WJCS and the Yonkers Office for the Aging. We also have a resource specialist and a nurse on staff. We conduct virtual programming in partnership with the Yonkers Public Library on a daily basis. Enjoy the program.
Having me, and I so enjoy working with the library and Newark. So I had a few questions here before we, and so what I would like to say is that what I'm doing, I'm guiding a gentle practice for 45, a gentle physical practice for 45 minutes. We're using the chair and doing mostly standing postures. We do one thing on the floor, that's to prepare ourselves for when we fall. Yeah, so that's the body. So how's the connection to the mind? So this is a body mind fitness class. So we in life, we most of the time things are going, they're going up and down a little bit, and sometimes we fall. We take a bad hit for some reason. That happens. And if I have prepared myself mentally to get up from that fall, it's going to be better. Yeah. If I never fall, I probably haven't tried enough. It takes courage, and it takes practice, and it takes planning and preparation to allow myself to fall, because if I can fall, I can also win. And that is one reason. I'm going to show that again. So the one thing we do on the fall is this: we place the hands on the chair and we go down in a controlled manner on our knees, and then we practice. And then I put my forearms on the chair. I tuck the toes. I lean onto the chair, and I lift the knees to come back up. That's a physical preparation for if I fall in life, something bad, I lose my job, I lose a loved one, I get something I have a health issue, so I fall. How do? I get back on all fours. I crawl to some kind of support. I place my forearms on, they are strong. I tuck my toes, and then I lean onto the support that I have, and I get my knees up and finally up again. That's the mind connection to what we're doing. Okay. Now, Pema Chodron, the little wisdom I've chosen from her today is be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. I'm just going to read the first sentence, and then I'm going to read it before the meditation. Gentleness in our practice and in our life helps to awaken the genuine heart of bodhicitta. Bodhicitta, I'm not sure about the pronunciation, but something like that, bodhicitta. So what is bodhicitta? So I just Googled it. So what does Google say? In Buddhism, bodhicitta, enlightened mind, is the mind that strives toward awakening empathy and compassion for the benefit of all sentient beings. Yeah. So yes, this class is gentle, but we have pretty high expectations for this wellness community. Okay, let's start. So finding your seat, hardest part of all, signing up, saying, I'm going to try this. Why is it so hard to sign up? Because if I sign up for something that I'm not sure about, I could win, but I could also fail. And it's the falling down that we are so scared of. And why are we so scared about falling down? Because I worry that I won't be able to get up again. Well, let's practice the getting up. So if I'm okay, if I know, I have a fair chance of getting up again, then maybe I'm brave enough to let myself fly. That's the body-mind connection. And we practice that, reminding the body, and the body is going to remind the mind that we can do this. Okay, finding your seat. Give yourself a pat on the back for signing up. There's so many things you could have done this morning. You guys chose to click on that link and join this practice. I am suggesting ways of moving. You do not have to do what I do. Okay, if you want to, you can bring awareness to your feet, lift the heels and the toes, reminding ourselves of the connection to earth. And then if you want to, you can shift your awareness to your sitting bones. Notice those two bones connecting to the chair, the support of your choice. And then if you want to, you can move your awareness to the crown of the head. Once upon a time when we were babies, there was a little opening in between the thingies up here. I don't know the English word, but you guys know what I mean. Notice a connection to the universe. And then if you want to, you can close your eyes and just check in with your breathing. Notice the inhale, notice the exhale. Notice whether the inhale is long or short, if it's deep or shallow. Don't judge, just notice. It gives you information. And then if you want to, you can place your hands on your knees and then start the cat-cow movement, waking up the spine. Along the spine, we have these energy centers, according to the yoga philosophy. And when they are clear and clean, good things happen. It's like your own chimney. We all have a chimney. And if it's blocked, it's going to be hard to get that fire going. So we want to clean the chimney. Shushumna. Exhale and round your back. Inhale to a back bend. Exhale and round. And then coming back to neutral, checking in with your feet, sitting bones, crown of the head. If you want, you can place the hands in cactus and then gently shift from side to side. Maybe you want to go swimming. It's here, at least it's raining. So we are filling up the lakes. Maybe soon, one day, we're gonna be ready for swimming. And then maybe go a little bit backwards and then back to hands on your knees. Now, this time, look at your thumb. Look at your thumb, your big thumb, and then draw a big circle, a big circle, a big circle. Look at that thumb. And then maybe ask yourself, what is your favorite color? What color would that big circle be? Is it green? Is it blue? Maybe yellow? What is your favorite color? And then back to neutral. Look at the left thumb, pick another color or the same, and then draw a big circle, big circle. and then back to neutral. Okay, now hands like blinking stars, open and close. There's tons of small muscles in our hands and our wrists and forearms. We need those hands. We want them to be fast and flexible, blinking stars. And then when you get tired, continue a little bit longer, building some strength, and then a little bit longer, and then take a break. So I'm pretty strong, and I feel this. One more time. So do some blinking stars. Maybe reach up and reach for the stars. What stars would you like to catch? And then blinking, and then release. Okay, now bring your arms out in airplane mode, reaching way. Really straightening the elbows and reach the fingertips away from each other. And then if you'd like, you can start rolling. So turn the hands up and then turns the hand forward, backwards and forwards. And if you want to, you can add breathing. Inhale when you look up, exhale when you look down. All right, inhale, exhale, rotate forward, and then hold on to opposite, either like the wrists or hands or elbows, something behind there. And then come to stillness. Maybe close your eyes. Notice where the tightness is, and then breathe into it. You can stay here, or if you want to, you can release one arm, shake it out a little bit, and then bring it up and over, and then kind of scratch yourself in between the shoulder blades. And then stay there for a moment, opening up the shoulders, throat chakra, speaking the truth without hurting anyone. That's tricky. And then release that back down and release the other hand. Bring it up, and then like scratch yourself in between the shoulder blades. Stay there for a moment. And then release down, shake it out. Hands on your knees, back to neutral. Check in with the soles of the feet connecting to the floor, sitting bones, crown of the head. And then if you want to, you can start making circles, noticing how you're shifting your weight from sitting bone to sitting bone. You can go one way, and then you can go the other way. Maybe you want to move like in a diagonal manner or way. How do you like to move? So finding out how you like to move. We all move in unique ways, and all ways are important. Coming back to stillness, then bring your feet together, like I call it Tadasana feet. Big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. And if we were standing up, we would be standing in Tadasana, mountain posture. Okay, now lift that right knee, make big circles. So we're working with the core, opening up that hip joint. And go one way and then the other way. And then step that foot out wide. Elbows goes on knees. Elbows goes on knees. Maybe place your hands in Anjali Mudra, or maybe the fingertips. Maybe fingertips. Let's try fingertips. Lengthen the spine. Neck is long. You can stay here, or if you want to, you can bring the hands down to the floor, maybe walk them forward, lengthen the spine, use your muscles to keep the knees wide. And then maybe you want to drop the head. Inhale, come back up. And then lift that right knee and place it over the left one for figure 4. Now use your fingers and place the fingers in between the toes to help. So use the fingers to spread the toes apart. And then maybe flex the foot, point the toe, flex the foot, point the toe. My teacher says that doing circles with the foot is not helpful. I'm not sure if she's right, but I'm going to follow her advice for now. Flex the foot, point the toe. Flex the foot, point the toe. And then once again, using the elbow gently, gently guiding that knee out wide. Pigeon posture, seated pigeon. Stay here for a moment. You can close your eyes. And then release. Come back to Tadasana feet, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Left knee comes up, make big circles, big circles. We go one way. And then we go the other way. And then stepping out wide, using the elbows. Elbows connect to knees, elbows to knees. Fingertips, let's have all the fingertips connect. Lengthen the spine. Tuck the chin slightly. Maybe you like to bring the fingertips down to the floor, maybe walk them forward. I have very long arms, this is easy for me. And then the tendency is that the knees are going to collapse in. So resist that and bring the knees out wide. Maybe drop the head. And then come back up. That left foot come into figure 4 or seated pigeon, using the fingers to place them in between the toes. Help to spread the toes. Elbow connects with knee, and then maybe point and flex that foot. If you want to, you can close your eyes. Notice the tightness in the body. Use your breath. Imagine how that breath is healing water. And bring that healing water to any part of your body that needs healing. And then release and come back to neutral. Hands on the knees, check in with the floor, maybe lift the heels and the toes, sitting bones, crown of the head, shoulders are wide. Okay, let's do some strengthening for the legs. So I'm gonna bring the feet close to the chair and I'm gonna sit back so I really feel that the chair is supporting me as much as it can. And then transfer the weight forward and up and then back down again. Okay, so now I know that the chair works, where I make an adjustment and then transfer the weight forward and up and back again. Okay, so you can do this. We can do this a lot. You can do this back, all the way back and then up again, or you can come down and just touch the chair and then up again. Touch the chair and up again. Or maybe you touch the chair, come up 1 inch, and then you stay here. Stay here. You can place the hands in Anjali Mudra and press the hands together, adding some strength building with the shoulders. So there are many ways you can do this. You pick one that works for you. Maybe you want to jump up and come back down. Maybe you want to jump up and come back down. So you pick what works for you. And when you get tired, you continue a little bit longer, building some strength. And then eventually coming all the way up to standing. Okay. Let's start with the feet a little bit wider than your knees, and then let your arms be heavy. Arms are heavy, swinging from side to side. Not really using any muscle, just let the arms swing from side to side. They're long and heavy, swinging from side to side. Maybe look behind you. And then if you want to, you can bend the knees, bend the knees, bend the knees. Let the arms be heavy and just swing. And then release, and then place the arm in cactus, gently twisting from side to side. Notice how you're using your feet and hips to make this happen. And then start swimming. Reaching forward, reaching far forward. Reach, reach, reach. And then release, and then look at the right thumb and pick a color, and then draw a big circle, big circle, big circle. Draw a big circle. What color would you like to use today? And then pick the other thumb, draw a big circle, big circle, big circle. And maybe you pick two colors, and draw two big circles, two big circles. One more time, two big circles. And then go the opposite way, two big circles, oh, big circle. And then release. Maybe lift the shoulders up and down a few times. Okay, blinking stars again. Blinking stars, open and close the hands. And then bring them all the way up. And then clasp the hands and turn them around, turn them around. So really spreading the fingers, clasp the fingers, and then turn them around. Maybe side bend from side to side, shifting the weight from one foot to the other. And then release. Okay, arms back into cactus. And then lifting knee to elbow. Knees and elbows, they like each other. Knees and elbows, they like to connect. So lifting knee to elbow. And then if you want to, you can cross the midline. So right knee to left elbow, and then left knee to right elbow, crossing the midline. That's confusing for the brain. Maybe you want to do different ways. Maybe you want to come up with a pattern that no one else has done before. Or maybe you want to go like Saturday night dancing. All right. Now, thinking starts again, and now we're going to do a standing plank posture. Spread the fingers and then imagine that there's something heavy that you need to push away, push away, push away, push away, push away, push away, push away. And then hold it there. Maybe lifting the knee and kick. Lift the knee and kick. Lift the knee and kick. Maybe outside. Maybe behind you. And then release. Okay, hands on hips. Now, lean to one side and lift one leg off the floor. Lean and lift. Lean and lift. Maybe you can lean, lift, and balance here for a moment. And then try the other side. Lean, lift, and balance. Or maybe you come up with something unique for you. We're working with the outer hip, so the toes are pointing forward, working with the outer hip, the outside of the leg. Or maybe you prefer this. You can try different things and see what works for you. Okay, and then release. Now, let's do 3 sound salutations. You can do this with or without the chair. Usually I do it without the chair, but today I'm going to do it with the chair. Okay, starting with feet hip distance apart, that gives me a little bit more balance. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way back up. Exhale, down the midline. That was 1. Number 2, inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way back up. Exhale, down the midline. Okay, last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way back up. Exhale, down the midline. And just stay there in Anjali Mudra with your own heart in between your hands. And release. Okay, now let's try a step back sequence. So big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Now, inhale to chair posture, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Shift the weight to the left foot, the right heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic half, finding warrior 2. And then I can take some time to adjust my posture here. And then adding some arms, going back and forth, drawing that big circle again, drawing a big circle. Imagine that you have colors on each of those fingertips. And you're drawing a big circle, big circle, big circle. And then eventually coming into reversed warrior. Hand on my back leg, opening up that side. And then coming forward, knee to elbow again, knee to elbow. Maybe that arm comes over. Extended side angle. Coming back up to warrior two. Fingertips are reaching away from each other. And then place the hands on your hips, straighten that front knee. And then we're going to let the front hand slide down the front knee for Trikonasana. Triangle posture. Maybe let that arm go up. And then coming back up to warrior two. Now, I'm going to transfer the weight onto the chair. I'm going to hold on to the chair. And I'm going to lift that back foot and dip the toe in the water, lift it up. Dip and lift. Dip and lift. Maybe I want to hold it up there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then eventually stepping back in to Tadasana, bend the knee, and come up to standing. All right, other side. Inhale to chair. Exhale to Anjali Mudra. Shift the weight to the right foot, left heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back. Open up the pelvic calves. I'm going to adjust my feet, and then I'm going to find warrior two with my arms. Fingertips are reaching away from each other, away from each other. And then adding some movement with the arms, adding some movement, drawing that big circle. And then finding reversed warrior, reversed warrior. We are warriors for peace. And then coming forward, elbow to knee, extended side angle. And then coming back to warrior two, hands on hips, straighten the front knee, let the front hand slide down, find a place that's a little bit discomfortable, and then maybe let that hand come up for Trikonasana. And then coming back to warrior two. Now, transfer the weight forward, hold on to that chair, hold on to the chair, and then lift the back foot. Dip the toe, lift. Dip the toe, lift. Maybe hold it, hold it, hold it, build some strength. And then dip it again. And then back to standing. Okay, we're going to do tree posture. And I actually do recommend that you do this without the chair. I'd rather have a tiny, tiny tree, because if I keep on using the wall or the chair all the time, I might be able to do really, really fancy postures, but as soon as I take my hand off the wall, I'm going to fall. Sometimes it's better to start small. So, tree posture, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart, standing tall. This might be your tree. This might be the tree. If you'd like, you can place your hands in Anjali Mudra, pressing hands towards each other. Maybe hands on hips works better for you, or maybe airplane. Now, shift the weight to one foot and then lift the other heel off the floor. Already here, the body is like, oh, what's going on? Because we're taking some of that support away. So this might be your tree. Working here, so I can feel like my standing leg is working hard. I'm creating a lot of strength in that leg now, just by lifting the heel off the floor. If you want to, you can try to just lift the toes off a little bit. Maybe balance, maybe play around with the knee. Or if you want to come into a traditional tree, you're absolutely welcome to do that too. But maybe you're not a traditional tree. Maybe you are this kind of tree, or this kind of tree, or this kind of tree. Or maybe you're no tree at all. You're an airplane. And if I fall, the floor is right there. I just put the other foot down, and then I come back to mountain posture. Let's try the other side. Starting in mountain. Maybe this is my tree. Maybe if I want to, I can shift the weight to the other leg and let the opposite heel come off the floor. Maybe this is my place today. If I want to, I can lift the toes off the floor. Maybe bring out the knee. Maybe come into a traditional tree posture. Ooh. Knowing that if I lose my balance, all I have to do is to catch myself with that foot and then walk myself back to mountain posture. Okay, let's do some more blinking stars. Blinking stars, blinking stars. And then clasp the hands on top, go from side to side, or maybe start making circles around with hips one way and then the other way. And then release, place the arms in cactus. And this time we're going to bring the knee in and out. So I'm going to lift the knee in and out, in and out, in and out. And then release, hands on your hips, and then kick some butt. Kick yourself, kick some butt. Okay, place the hands in Anjali Mudra. Press the hands hard against each other, and then start moving around, pressing hard, hard, hard. Move the hands around, pressing hard. Maybe this is your airplane. Maybe where are you flying? Opposite forces, when they are equal, you can start flying around. Or maybe you want to come into a stable posture, pressing the hands together hard. Okay, release. Now we're going to do that stepping down to the floor. So I'm going to place the hands on the chair, making sure that the chair is stable. Then I take a few steps back and I release the knees down. Here, I can stay with my toes tucked like this and open up the toes. Maybe I sit back on the heels. That's another possibility. And then eventually I'm going to place the forearms on the chair. Maybe even clasp the hands. So I have a triangle, a tripod. That's a strong shape. Okay, engage the core, lean heavily onto your support, and then lift the knees off the floor. You can even add some strengthening going up and down here, like we did with the chair posture, if you want to. Eventually coming up, walk the feet towards the chair. Walk the feet towards, stay here for a moment. There's no rush. Stay. And then check in with the breathing. When the breathing is calm, bend the knees, and slowly come back up to standing. Okay, that's how we get back up when we fall. Okay, let's getting ready for a guided meditation. We have about 13 minutes. I'll read this paragraph, and then when it's 9:59 or not, yeah, 9:59, I'm going to use this today. I'm going to do this. You might hear it, and that's the end of the meditation. Okay, so this is from Pema Chodron. Being gentle with ourselves. Gentleness in our practice and in our life helps to awaken the genuine heart of bodhicitta. It's like remembering something. This compassion, this clarity, this openness are like something we have forgotten. Sitting here being gentle with ourselves, we're rediscovering something. It's like a mother reuniting with her child, having been lost to each other for a long, long time. They reunite. The way to reunite with the genuine heart of bodhicitta is to lighten up in your practice and in your whole life. All right. Finding your seat. Noticing the sitting bones. Spine is tall. Maybe hands on knees. You can keep your eyes closed, or you can have a low gaze or soft gaze. And then bringing your awareness to your breathing. Noticing the inhale, noticing the exhale. Just follow the breath. And then what happens often is that we start thinking. So we stop following the breath and we start thinking, creating all these stories. And then at some point, I notice that I'm creating stories. I notice it. That's the point of like enlightenment almost. Oh, I'm creating stories. I bring my awareness back to the breathing. Notice the inhale, notice the exhale. And then we do that over and over again. Okay, now I'll be quiet. Gently open your eyes. Look at the floor in front of you. Maybe wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And if you want to, you can place your hands in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. Maybe bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis and Barbara from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Westchester County Legislator Ruth Walter, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.